你上领导那些公审呢，都是搁那儿说。你收拾你看着，我请你做报告啊。
我给领导看。
你上我这儿干嘛？那你哪去讲去？
In a democratic country, government officials serve the people. If the people find out what they do is not competent, they can criticize them. But in China, the slogan of officials is serve the people and be public servants of the people. What is the actual reality? On October 28, 2024, a screenshot of a WeChat group chat was widely circulated on the internet. It shows that the leader of a construction project in Mianyang, Sichuan, requires all employees in the project to focus on project work. If someone dies at home, let the body wait and stink. The project leader sent a message to all employees. Is it clear what everyone's responsibilities are? Responsibilities must be fulfilled, and vacation applications will be determined according to the work situation. They are not essential. Since we are on this project, the first thing is focus on project work. Then he wrote the following sentence that made the internet boil. If there is a death in the family, let it wait and stink, making some arrangements for the project first and then dealing with personal matters. Finally, he wrote, maybe it's my individualism, I don't know if you agree or not. The screenshot contains the leader's phone number, showing that the number belongs to Mianyang City, Sichuan Province. As things unfolded, some reporters discovered that the leader's phone number on the WeChat screenshot could no longer be reached. The leader said that when someone dies at home, let it stink first was also put on the hot search list, triggering comments from netizens. Someone pointed out, to maximize the company's interests, isn't it allowed to drain the last affection of employees? There was no human touch at all. The small leaders of the above-mentioned projects are actually very naive compared with the real officials within the CCP system, because those who are officials within the Communist Party system can say the nicest things and do the worst things. The Chinese government has provided a window for the people. If you feel it is unfair, you can come here to complain. This department is called the China Letters and Calls Bureau and is located in Beijing. On October 30th, 2024, petitioners from all over China lined up on the road in front of the China Letters and Calls Bureau to redress their grievances. People who go to Beijing to petition all have their own grievances. Either their family property has been occupied, their property has been forcibly demolished by the local government, or their business or minerals business has been taken away. Most of the people who have violated their property are officials. People with different backgrounds such as relatives of a certain leader or even the local government. They had no way to file a lawsuit against them, so they had no choice but to risk their lives to petition the China Bureau of Letters and Calls in Beijing. Local leaders in their hometowns were also thinking of various ways to get these people back. In December 2021, someone exposed a recording of a female official threatening petitioners to Radio Free Asia. If this family is not afraid of death threats, if they have the courage, I will be able to deal with them. Just pass the message to them. Give them an offer. If they don't want it, then there is no more to give. If they want a petition, they can go. They don't have much power and capability. Besides, going to Beijing to petition, what else can they do? We can exhaust him with material, human power, financial, and energy resources. You pass this to him. Yeah, okay. Just pass this to him. It doesn't matter if he doesn't sign. There is no need to beg him. Well, okay. Then tell him that we are studying how to criminally detain him. If he is under administrative detention, there is no big charge in his file. He would be just detained for 15 days. Yeah. Next, we will study how to use criminal punishment to convict them of crimes. Don't worry, I have a way. I have 100 ways to apply criminal law to deal with his son. But I'm not just willing to use those methods now. If they don't stop, the next step will not be administrative detention, but criminal detention, and they will all be sent to prison. In life, you must learn to stop losses in time. If the loss is not stopped in time, the consequences may be beyond their imagination. Don't scare me with the lives of your family members. Who is afraid of whom, right? The recording attracted attention after being exposed. Some netizens said, "This is not inappropriate language. This is the real face of a person who has been doing whatever he wants, dominating and oppressing the people for a long time." According to Chinese media reports, the female official in the recording is the party committee secretary of a town in Shandong province. The name is Wang Li. She asked the nephew of a local petitioner to pass her words to him. After the incident was exposed, Wang Li was quickly dismissed. According to a reporter from Radio Free Asia, in the recording, Wang Li also asked the family members to tell the petitioner that he had 2 little grandsons and one in the belly. This was obviously a hint about the safety of the petitioner's family being threatened. Imagine that a town leader dared to say such dangerous words to the relatives of petitioners. This shows that some grassroots cadres in China have become emboldened in their treatment of local people. How is this different from the underworld style? How does this sound like what a servant of the people would say? At a time when mobile phones are becoming more and more popular and surveillance cameras are everywhere, the true faces of these CCP officials have also been objectively captured. At about 8 p.m. on October 13, 2024, an official from Hebei province, surnamed Yuan, caused trouble in a hotel. This official is from the Culture and Tourism Bureau of Zhoushan County, Xi'an City, Hebei province. It can be seen from the hotel surveillance video that Officer Yuan lost his temper at a female staff member at the hotel front desk, grabbed items on the bar and smashed them. Not only that, he also tried to kick a woman and almost fell down. After he finished making trouble, he sat on the sofa and shouted, "In this area of Zhoushan, does my word count? I have the final say in Zhoushan." Then he threw things again. After the video was exposed online, it sparked heated discussions among netizens. The official's words in Zhoushan, "I have the final say," were also commented as, "He accidentally told the truth. This is the true face of the CCP officials." It turned out that the official had planned to have dinner at this hotel with his friends, but he was not satisfied with the room arranged by the hotel staff. Just because of such a small thing, he lost his temper. Afterwards, staff from the local Culture and Tourism Bureau stated that the incident was true and Yuan had been suspended. Suspension of officials is not a big deal in China. Once the news is over, you can get back to work. Because he was not removed from office, it can be seen that Yuan's supervisors think this is not a big deal. Perhaps this is the normal thinking of their group of officials, but it was just leaked by netizens. It can be speculated that in their daily lives they will still follow the inertia of power and show their majesty in front of the people. Not only are serving officials feeling extremely good about themselves, retired officials are also privileged. Retired officials are called veteran cadres by the Chinese people. When you get old, health is the most important thing. On October 15th this year, when a public hospital in Hunan province was conducting physical examinations for public officials, ordinary citizens were not allowed to enter and were told to come back the next day if there was an emergency. I will do the physical examination and let me wait outside. Why can't I come in? Because they are doing the physical examination after the examination. After the examination and physical examination, are our physical examinations different? It's different. They are completely isolated. Everything that passes through the organization department is fully isolated. Keep us standing outside, right? Sorry, if you have something urgent, you can come over at another time, tomorrow or after, whenever. You asked me to come over today, yesterday. The man then angrily pushed open the door and wanted to force his way in. A female medical staff member said, "You can't do this." The man said he didn't understand. All physical examinations are the same. What's wrong with this? Someone can come in, but I can't? I don't care what your internal situation is. Is this a people's hospital? You can go to public hospitals. People's hospitals belong to the people and everyone can use them. Why can you use them and we can't? I don't care what the decision is. Is it the people's hospital or a public hospital? You have to be reasonable in everything you do. Why can someone occupy the hospital like this? After the video was exposed, it attracted attention from the outside world. Probably because local officials felt the pressure, the complete video has been deleted from the internet. On October 16th, the hospital staff revealed more details when responding to media interviews. They are retired personnel on those days. Those old cadres are undergoing physical examinations. They used to be cadres. Sometimes they have more demands and have a bad temper. We need to tolerate them, right? This hospital staff member is too honest and does not know how to protect the image of the government. Later, the local government gave a different explanation and statement and contacted the video publisher to delete the video. Someone asked these privileged cadres, please tell me about their political achievements while in office and what they have done for the people. Others pointed out, the point is even retired cadres have such a bad temper. Common people are easy to bully. Others sarcastically said, I also have a bad temper. Can you provide me with special services? How can ordinary people compare with veteran cadres? Veteran cadres can enjoy individual physical examinations provided by the hospital and other high-level medical treatment. This is the interior scene of the VIP ward of Peking University International Hospital, which can also be called the Veterans Ward. First, come in. This ward is so high-end that I can only afford to stay there for one night with my monthly salary. What does it look like? This is a large living room, about 70 or 80 square meters. The VIP ward of Peking University International Hospital is as luxurious as a 5-star resort. It not only has a TV, sofas, but also a full set of tables, chairs, and all kinds of furniture. The room is very spacious. There is also a smart toilet in the bathroom and a microwave and refrigerator in the kitchen. Before the ward, the design was better. There was also a partition, which is also an office area. Wow, I am shocked. If the patient has some clothes, they can be put here. Going to the innermost part is the real ward. I'm really looking forward to it. It's so big. The windows all face the sun, so the light is pretty good. The details are really good. And in the ward, for convenience, there are special bathrooms, so there are 2 bathrooms in this house. Do you think this is the end? There is also a big surprise. After opening the door, there is a garden directly leading to the roof of the building. Such a large area, this is in Beijing, and you know this city is very expensive. In 2006, China's Ministry of Supervision and Ministry of Personnel disclosed that 2 million cadres at all levels in China were on a long-term sick leave, of which 400,000 cadres occupied cadre wards, cadre guest houses, and resorts for a long time. The annual expenditure for this fee was approximately $70.2 billion. Someone has calculated that $7 billion 18 years ago is equivalent to $35 billion US now. What kind of life do the people at the bottom of society live? A working man was eating in a restaurant. He couldn't bear to buy vegetables, so he ate the pickled vegetables he brought with him in a steamed bun. This video shows a man working under the scorching sun. Although his skin had been burned and peeled off, he still did not stop working. In hot weather, a worker used his hat to scoop cold water over his body to cool down. The woman carries bricks to the top of the mountain. She carried nearly 90 kilograms of bricks for 1 kilometer and was paid only US $2.80. In the heavy rain in Shenzhen, a delivery boy was struggling to make a living. With such hard work, he could only earn a small delivery fee. The man at the construction site couldn't bear to buy food, so he ate dried chili mixed with white rice. Even the rice grains that fell on the table were picked up with care. It's the huge number of Chinese at the bottom whose hard work has brought huge wealth to this country. But most of this wealth was taken away by the powerful CCP officials. Officials at all levels can therefore enjoy a luxurious life. Even as the economy worsens, officials under the Chinese Communist Party maintain these privileges. That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please like, subscribe, leave a message, and share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.